الريكورد من عندك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نرحب بكم في الفعالية الخامسة من فعاليات الاتحاد الدولي للكوتشينج ICF فرع البحرين ضمن الأسبوع الدولي للكوتشينج ICW 2021. الليلة الفعالية راح تكون إن شاء الله نوعية مع كوتش، أيضا كوتش مميز، والكل ما شاء الله عليه جاي ويقول كوتش سميرة والعنوان كوتش سميرة والعنوان. العنوان الكوتشينج في ساحة التدريب مع كوتش سميرة بابا. إن شاء الله تكون فعالية ممتعة وتقضون الساعة والنصف وقت الفعالية في مرح، وإحنا نعرف أسلوب كوتش سميرة إن ما نتملل منها، فإن شاء الله وتحصلون جوائز. هي قالت في جوائز، فإن شاء الله يعني تكون عند كلمتها، توزع بيوت سيارات، فكل التوفيق كوتش. شكرا جزيلا. تفضلي كوتش ليلى.
Thank you, Coach Halima. Good evening, everyone. We are in our fifth event of the ICW, or International Coaching Week of Bahraini chapter of ICF. You are all welcome in our special event, the Coaching and Training Playground. I'm sure that you are eager to know what's going on or what's going to happen tonight with our special speaker, Samira, Coach Samira, PCC, mashallah. We are really excited, and I'm sure everyone is ready to play tonight. She's preparing some prizes for you, so you are lucky to be here with us tonight, and I hope that you enjoy the session with Coach Samira. The floor is yours, Coach Samira.
Thank you, Coach Layla. شكرا, Coach Halima. Good evening. أهلا وسهلا. مساء الخير. عليكم السلام. أهلا وسهلا. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be switching between Arabic and English. So, whatever I say, I'm going to repeat it in Arabic. بعيد اللي بقوله بالعربي. Just in case, I just go in the moment. إذا في شيء ما ترجمت, if there is something I didn't repeat, bring my attention. My colleagues here, I'm sure, Coach Layla, Coach Halima, Coach Fuad, Coach Khadija, you will keep note that, hey Samira, you didn't say that in X language. I do speak other 2 languages, but yeah, yalla, we will make it with 2 today. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are logging in from your laptop, excellent. Then keep your mobile handy. If not, I would recommend you do that. If not, totally fine. There are 3 ways of participating in this session. 1 is just viewing and reflecting and maybe writing in the chat. 2 is using your Zoom annotation tools, if you're familiar with it. If not, 3, I have a separate platform where you can use your mobile to log in. Okay? So, I put this here. If you see my screen, إذا قاعد تشوفون السكرين مالي, I want you to go to the chat box and click on the link, and you will be joining my peer deck slides. So if you have your mobile, you can use your mobile to log in. So الموبايل بيكون في يدكم, it will be in your hand, and you can do the activities with your mobile and watch through the screen. Yay, my first student is here. Or you can go to joinpd.com and enter the password or the PIN ATXEDK as shown on the screen. 2 students joined. Okay. نعطيكم chance. بتشوفون الرابط الحين في الشات. ضغطوا على الرابط بيجيبكم على مكان ثاني نفس السلايد. إذا سألكم عن الكود, the code is على شاشة Zoom. You can check it there. It's ATX. Wow, we have 9 students, 11 students, great. Yeah. So So this is like our playground, right? In any part of the session, if you lost the code, let me know. It will be always on the side of the Zoom screen. Okay, 20 students. Wow, we are talking about half 21, 22, 23. Excellent. So let's start. Great, you can join anytime, by the way. So first of all, hello. You've received a kind of like, how do you feel now? Click على how do you feel now? So my name is Samira Baba. I've been coach for some time now, since 2013. I am frantic about online learning and gamification, agile coaching, and training. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. أنا مو بهني to talk about myself. I'm here to talk about you. So you have a question and there is a space in the bottom of your application. فبتشوفون تحت في الpeer deck مكتوب who are you? Give us a short answer of who are you in a nutshell. I'm Sarah. Oh, I'm Kirsten from India. All right, my name is, okay, I'm a woman in a progress living. I love that. Who are you? Yay, I'm Fuad from Bahrain. Look at the answers coming in. I am love. People like you. We so much love spending time with people like you, right? I'm fish. I am fish too. Hello, Pisces. أنا كالنسمة التي إن مرت سرت. وما. We are waiting for the rest. I'm Khadija. I'm happy to be here today. Great. It's a good reflection point for us, guys. Who are we? Are we our names? Are we what we do? Are we what we show as a result? من نحن؟ من أنت؟ أنا خلود صاحبة طموح بلا حدود. Hello. Yay. I'm happy to meet you all, guys. Let's go to our next slide. My question here. Do you miss being a kid? وحشكم الوضع أن تكونون يهال؟ Define what is kid. You before going to your 3rd or 4th grade. Kid عندي أنا ليه صف الرابع خامس عقب يتوهق صح؟ So let's look at the answers. Yes, no. I'm still kid, Samira. I'm still kid. Yeah, let's look at it. Wow, 18 answers. I'm still kid. Yes. I'm still kid. 20 out of 31. 21 out of 31. Majority said yes, I want to go back to be. What is it like to be a kid? When I was thinking about a theme for this event, كان في بالي إذا سويت theme حق الفعالية, is it ocean, space, or playground? And playground won because I think I felt like going back to being a kid. كان خاطري أرجع للطفولة شوي. So 22 out of 32, guys, and these are your answers. Yay. So what do you wonder about today's topic? I asked you about, do you want to be a kid? قلت لكم تبون تصيرون kids. وبعدين سألتكم, that's what I asked. Who are you and do you want to be a kid? شنو اللي جذبكم أو شنو تتوقعون من today's session? شنو الربط اللي أحاول أوصله? What connection I'm trying to do here? Let's see. Yeah. By the time you guys write, I'm gonna check. رنا تفضلي. Yeah. I'm an adult in a child. I'm an adult child in a heart. Okay. So just my body is growing. my heart is still there. لم جابونا. Okay, so let's see my kids games. Don't know توظيف الأسئلة في الكوتشينج في التدريب. في أحد غششك? Whoever wrote this. Playing games and training programs. Yes. Playgrounds, playfulness. My coaching and training playground and not vice versa. Yep. التدريب بعقلية الطفولة بدون حواجز. Yay. Actually, معظمكم are very close to where we will stand today. What is the relationship between playing, training, and coaching together? Okay. So, what was your favorite playground activity? Let me give you a hint here. Make a circle. أنا ما أعرف أنتوا what type of playgrounds you went when you were kids. I remember myself when the family bought a laundry or a fridge, the box will turn into a playground tool. So that box was our playground. You guys, let's see. What was your favorite? You can draw, by the way. في أقلام and color, so you can draw anywhere. Make circles. Yeah. And let's see if you are all. Ooh, okay. كنتوا تحبون العجلة? Which one? العذاري? Oh, okay. المرجحانة, the swing, the jumping one. Oh, the horses. Yeah, I remember falling down from that. Okay. So, what made it fun for you? Right? What made it fun? Let me actually bring you here. What that made it fun? What made a bad playground?
Coach
I mean, I remember, yeah.
Don't forget to switch between languages.
Okay, thank you.
Since you start.
Thank you. So شو اللي يخلي ساحة اللعب تصير خلينا نقول bad بس بين قوسين, metaphorically bad or even physically bad, dangerous games. اعتداء. Oh, very good, very relevant to where we're going. الخوف. Yeah. عدم وجود أحد, nobody's there. Emptiness, competition, restrictions, الهواش. Oh, I remember كنا نروح حديقة سلمانية. We used to go to Salmaniya garden, and when a group of kids with one family, they will come, يحجزون المرجحانة, they will book the swing. ما يخلون الأطفال من other families to come. Then we had to cry. Oh my God, that was nightmare. So not safe. Okay. Yeah, dangerous. Look at this. Yeah. Abandoned, not taking care of it. I mean, would kids who are used to good playgrounds will play here? No, right? No.
Actually, they don't care. They will play anywhere.
would we want them to play here, right? So هل احنا نسمح لأطفالنا إنهم يلعبون هني? So the idea is training rooms are playgrounds, and coaching helps these training rooms to turn into playgrounds. Because today, our training rooms, whether they are virtual or in class, are going this way. فاليوم قاعات التدريب سواء كانت وجه لوجه أو أونلاين قاعدة تعطي هذا الطابع. إحنا ما نبي هذا الطابع. فاقتراحي البسيط, my proposal is coaching brings playfulness to training rooms. So what are my parameters or what are my شنو الأشياء اللي حطها في بالي. Noticing the rocking horse behavior. From your perspective, what do you think rocking horse behavior in a training room looks like? تصرف الطفل أو استخدام هذا الهورس إذا خذيناه بالتعبير المجازي ما الذي يعني داخل غرفة التدريب؟ خلينا نشوف بعض الإجابات عندكم. Yeah. Not maintained. Okay. مرونة, frustrating. The horse is not going anywhere. Yeah. Balancing. Yeah. So my take is noticing the rocking horse behavior. When the student, when the trainee, when the learner, I'll use them interchangeably, they are not moving from where they are. ففي غرفة التدريب في عملية التدريب الطالب ما قاعد يتحرك من مكانه. almost ثابت، يراويك حركة، يراويك شغل، يراويك ذي، بس there is no movement, no progress. Right? There is no end to it. So where coaching can help in rocking horse behavior, right? It's noticing and giving feedback, as what we do in coaching sessions, giving the client feedback on what's going on, looking at the KPIs, right? Holding the process accountable. If we are coaching a team and they are like rocking horse phenomena, they are doing the work, but the customer engagement is not going up. The attendance is not getting better. The sales are not getting better. It's a rocking horse phenomena. It's a behavior. So coaching works here with creating enlightenment, bringing awareness, right? Changing the methodology, changing the assessment method as well. So let's go to next, creating slides with psychological safety. What do you think I mean here? ان احنا شلون نقدر نستخدم تعبير مجازي again حليمة شو يسمونه ذي الزلاحية؟ زلاحيات right؟ شلون هذه ممكن يفيدنا داخل غرفة التدريب؟
الأرجوحة أو المرجحانة.
غير المرجحانة هذه الزلاحية.
الزحليطة.
الزحليطة thank you شكرا الزحليطة right? So what happens with the slides? We are happy for the kids to use the slides because they will hopefully end up in a safe place, right? So we need to create that kind of environment, that kind of psychological safety in the training rooms with our trainees. It's okay to do mistakes. It's okay to share your experience. It's okay to say what you don't know. Like what we do in the coaching session as well. It's okay for the coachee to say and be who they are, to share their failures. It's a safe environment. It's okay for the team to do the experiments and then slide safely. Yeah, be vulnerable. I like that. Clear the game rules. Exaggerations. I like that. Create that momentum for them. That's something I didn't think about. Yeah, giving coaches freedom. Yeah. So how about swings? How I can bring swings in the training room using coaching methods. Maybe we can disable the waiting room. Yeah. How we can bring swings in the training room using coaching methods. أسئلة مثيرة للتفكير. حلو. شلون ممكن احنا نجيب الأرجوحة بالتعبير المجازي داخل غرف التدريب باستخدام أساليب الكوتشينج. Let's think about it. Swing means the person will use their own weight to move. In coaching, we enable the coachee to be accountable and empowered to take their decisions, take actions. Right? In training, the traditional way is, this is the curriculum, this is the learning outcome, these are the activities, this is what you need to do. Why not? This is the result I want. You tell me how you want to do it. Right? You tell me, is it a role play? Is it an assignment? Is it an essay? Why restrict them? What is the optimal objective من هذا learning outcome أصلا? Right? الرقص مع العميل, I like that. إعطاء الثقة, making it interactive. Yeah? And sometimes when the kid will ask you, can you please come and swing me or push me? So asking another trainee to help this trainee. Right? We ask the coachee, who you want, who or what can help you to move forward. Set them free. I like that. Use reflections. Beautiful. Yeah? Making the trainee responsible and driving the learning. Absolutely right. They are the center of the process. I've never seen a process more than coaching that brings the learner to the center of the process. Right? So maybe let's go next. How we can use jumping castle as metaphor in the training room using coaching tools. شلون أقدر أجيب القصر الهزاز بالتعبير المجازي داخل غرف التدريب باستخدام أساليب الكوتشينج. Let's see some of the answers here. Welcoming imaginations now, he says. Sure. Yeah. Yep, you are strong. You can go ahead. You are strong and you as your jump, right? No limit. تخيلوا انت تصرف الأطفال اللي داخل jumping castle. وليش أطفال؟ أنا تحتاجون تشوفوني. يبيلكم تشوفوني في الجامبينج كاسل. Right? So قديم الزمان, long time ago, when we used to go outside, okay, and see other human beings, we used to go to playgrounds, and I might actually go and play with my niece and nephews, jumping castle, you know, doing the balls, the things. So what is the behavior they do there? They are safe. Go ahead, jump, experiment, do group jumps. You are fine. And maybe we can also encourage them, actually, why don't you try? And if you failed, it's okay. So in training rooms, how we can bring that, right? Creating a backup plans for them. You are okay, jump here, it will not fall. Solid process, solid backup plans. When we talk about online learning today, backup plan for your internet, backup plan for your slides, backup plan for the tools, because the learners are there to jump and experiment. You shouldn't be tied, oh, my slide is not working, I cannot do screen share, right? Because this is what we learn in coaching process. في درب الcoaching, we are okay as coaches to not to know. Okay, so be prepared, and it's okay. Let them also not know. It's all right. Right? ثقة, المتعة, الإيجابية. Use your potential, brain energy. I love that. How we can build a seesaw environment. Have you ever played this? شلون ممكن؟ هذه شو يسمونها الحين حليمة؟ هذه اللعبة شو يسمونها؟
هذه حبة فوق وحبة تحت.
حبة فوق. I recorded صح؟ Okay. So think about
لعبة الميزان. صح. كاتبين في الشات.
لعبة الميزان.
شكرا على
حبة فوق حبة تحت. Right? How we can bring, let's see some of the answers. How we can bring the seesaw environment in the training room using coaching competencies and tools. Balance, creating balance. Love that. You guys are imaginative more than what I expected. You actually kept stuff. I need to take a copy of this later. I'm going to save this presentation. Right? The seesaw environment, peer learning.
Coach Samira, we can bring the seesaw by talking little in Arabic and little in English because
thank you for being awareness.
في مطالبات بالchat box يقولون إن إحنا نبي عربي.
إن شاء الله So هذه ظهر يروح لكم على الخاص. أنا ما أشوفه. Right? So شلون ممكن نجيب هذه اللعبة؟ يعني فكرة اللعبة بتعبير المجازي في غرف التدريب باستخدام مهارات الكوتشنج. One of the ideas that come in my mind, peer. احنا في الكوتشنج as maybe not directly with the coachee, though we encourage that, but as coaches نسوي peer reflection. We do peer reflection together, peer supervision, right? Peer learning, mindset. That's what we do, and I actually make sure in my trainings I do that. Students connect together in triads, and not necessarily students who are learning in coach training programs. Any student, any learner, work together. If it's a long-term project, make a WhatsApp group, make a Google Class group, right? Before answering the student, if they are stuck in something, I will ask, من فيكم, who's here that can help this student? I want to see the balance. I want them to lift each other up and down. Right? So again, maybe going back to the how we can use the horror house, the haunted house. شلون ممكن نجيب فكرة بيت الرعب داخل غرف التدريب؟
بيت الأشباح.
بيت الأشباح. Thank you. رحتي لي في حديقة المائية. We used to have one.
أروح بس أصك عيني كامل لما أطلع.
Right. So think about it, how we can bring the idea of the haunted house or بيت الأشباح داخل غرف التدريب using coaching tools. How we can mix that. Let's see some of the answers here. اكتشاف المناطق العمياء. Yeah. Okay. Think about what Halima said. How many times احنا نشوف learners in the room closing their eyes, ما بشوف. Miss ما ببطل الكاميرا. Miss I will not do the presentation. لا تسأليني ما أقدر أسوي أستحي. Right? Coach سميرة أنا ما بقادر سوري بس ما بحضر أول 10 دقائق. أول 10 دقائق هم اللي يتحكون فيه. Right? We need to notice the saboteurs. In coaching, we notice the saboteurs. We deal with saboteurs. How we do that in training? We are trained to deal with these difficult conversations, bringing awareness. Yeah, مساندة المتدربين في مهاراتهم الناقصة ودعمها. Very nice. Let me see the chat box على ما انتم تشوفون ذي. Yep. نجمة تقول النظرة السلبية. Yeah. Facing the truth. Yep. And challenging them, isn't it? Yeah. And sometimes بعض الbehaviors اللي أنا كان عندي ناس, I used to have friends, they used to love going to haunted house or haunted home or بيت الرعب بيت الأشباح. كانوا يحبون, وإذا يطلع الشبح they used to scream back to him. يعني assuming the شبح is a guy يعني. زين. The idea is we have some courageous students. عندنا طلبة شجعان, عندنا متدربين عندهم شجاعة. هم أول ناس يقومون يسوون presentation, right? We use them as role model. Okay. And when we look at ourselves, we look at us. إذا إحنا كcoaches, we are also trained to look inside us for our saboteurs, right? So here comes our competency, fierce courage to go into those dark areas, even with the trainees. Okay? التأكد من تطبيق المهارة. Yep. Championing the climbs. فكرة championing the climbs. تعرفون هذه أنا إيش كثر طحت منه في المدرسة. I still have the bruises, by the way. I was never good in climbing. ما أدري ليش. Maybe because I'm short. Right? So شلون ممكن أجيب فكرة الclimbing كمetaphor in the training sessions using coaching skills. Let's see. شلون ممكن نجيب فكرة التسلق، لعبة التسلق في غرف التدريب، في عملية التدريب باستخدام مهارات الكوتشنج. Okay. واصل المحاولة. أيوة، تحفيز، مواصلة المحاولة. Yeah. Teamwork. I love that. Equity. Interesting with the face. I'll be curious to know what's with the face. Yeah. من يشارك الرحلة. Dealing with the fear. Achieving goals. إحنا in coaching we celebrate the milestones. We celebrate the small wins. We bring the client's awareness to small wins. إحنا نذكر الكلاينت بالأشياء الصغيرة اللي قاعد يسويها. Same thing in training room. Well done. Your first slide. Excellent. ممتاز. اليوم that's where the formative assessment أحلى مكان it can fit. الformative assessment. It's for learning. You look at the progress. Good. Today you brought 1 out of 2. Great. You are almost there. What else you can do? Yeah. What's your first step? I like that. Yep. So how we can bring the roller coasters in our training room? شلون ممكن نجيب قطار الموت؟ هذه الوحيد اللي أعرفه صراحة، التنين اللي كان في الحديقة المائية. يا الله أنا وايد كنت spending my time في الحديقة المائية، right؟ لأن إحنا صرنا أصلاً من مناوب مشبر يم الجلعة، فكنا نقدر نروح مشي. That's why. أضحكين حليمة، أنتم مع عراد ما كان عندكم حديقة مائية. yeah. أيوة، أمل تقول خاطر، جرب، مخاطرة، خطط، تطلع للمستقبل. yeah. roller coaster. أنا يوم فكرت في الرولر كوستر, what came in my mind when I was thinking about it is how much our training programs are enabling the learners for the roller coaster of life. Right? The whole education system, including or plus vocational training and professional training, is emphasizing on, regardless of what the topic of the training is, add skills, add employability skills. وانا اقول add life skills. شنو المهارات اللي احنا قاعدين نضيفها في غرف التدريب، في عملية التدريب، بجانب موضوع التدريب اللي يساعد الطالب في حياته الحين. Right? My whole idea when I was thinking about roller coaster was, I wrote it here, is bring the coach mindset and transfer it to them. As a coach who's a trainer, or as a trainer who's practicing coaching skills, transfer it to them. Let them think for themselves. حتى لو يا برنامج كتابة تقارير, even if it's a report writing course, even if it's a communication skill, customer service, managing, whatever, soft skill, hard skill, accounting skill, teach them other skills that will enable them to live the life they want. Training is no different, it's no less than coaching. Just embed it. It will be more valuable with coaching, right? Teach them how to use technology, teach them how to speak, teach them how to stand for themselves, how to deal with the setbacks, because this is what we are going through right now. هذه الحياة اللي احنا نعيشها قطار سريع، احنا ما نعرف باكر ايش بيصير. right? Students مالينا learners مالينا يجون اليوم قاعدين عندنا معظم البرامج. If we are talking about Bahrain, it's employability skills program. These are full-fledged potential, full of potential human beings waiting to create change. What are we doing in these rooms? Right? So, my question for you guys, out of all these tools, which one of them you are willing to experiment in your very next session? So drag the dot في التريننج الجاي مالكم. أي tool من ذلين اللي you will go and test it. Yay. The jumping castle, huh? The roller coaster, yes, yes, it's very important. Yeah, beautiful. أي من هالتول كتبوا لي في الشات أي واحدة من ذلين roller coaster أنا تقول. I will try that. Yeah, in training rooms, most of us here, I looked at the name list. Most of us are people who are either coaches or coaches under training, or are people who practice coaching sessions or interested in coaching. And majority of us also are involved في training. يعني يوم شفت القائمة الحضور اليوم شفت إن معظمنا يا يمارس الكوتشنج يا يتدرب الحين عشان يصير كوتش أو مدرب. Okay? We have a tool that can change the entire map of how vocational training can move forward. Right? We are lucky. Okay? Because it's not Zoom. اليوم Samira, training is boring on Zoom. It's not the tool. Samira, formative assessment, summative assessment, too much paperwork, too much auditing. That's not the concept, guys. مو وايد في متطلبات وايد معقدين السالفه والتدريب مو بحلو والتدريب في الفصل. It's not that. It's the experience, التجربه اللي احنا قاعدين ككوتشز اللي نمارس التدريب نخلقها داخل الصفوف حق المتدربين مالينا. Right? So for me, I was trainer since 2008-9. I was in this field. I was also in BIBF. But when I was trained to be a coach, then I mixed both of them. It was a game changer for me. So maybe a request, maybe today, maybe somebody with some influence is watching this or will watch this in future. I request to make coach-like conversations, learners coaching, students coaching a mandatory process, like counseling, like teaching, like assessment. الcoaching يصير شيء أساسي, to be audited as well until it becomes organic in the system. Teachers to be trained to be coaches, mothers to be trained to be coaches, trainers to be trained to be coaches. Not necessarily they practice professional coaching حق their own. It's not that. It's just changing the way things are. الكل أنواع التريننج لازم جزء منه يكون مخصص to coach these students. So that's my request. I want to live long enough to see this happen. Okay. So, as we come towards end, what are your questions? Let's see. If you want to write them, you can write them. You can open the mic. شنو عندكم أسئلة? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Let's give them some. Let me sip my coffee until you guys write your questions, or maybe reflect on the questions. Oh, pleasure.
Samira, is it okay if I share something?
Please do. Who's that? Oh, is that Tanmoy?
Yes, this is the.
Oh, hi Tanmoy. I just recognize your voice now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, I have been experimenting recently in my organization when I teach Scrum and product management. I use check-in at the beginning of the session, and so much beautiful conversation comes up in the check-in process. So I'm already blending coaching into training, and I'm already seeing the benefits because there is a lot of peer learning happening during those check-in sessions.
Beautiful.
People are talking about real life challenges and applicability, but I really like the metaphors you put in.
Thank you, Tanmoy. Thank you for sharing the example. This actually brings, I yet need to meet a trainer who is using coaching tools in the training room, regardless of the topic, and say it didn't work. Because what will the coach do? They will enable people to take decisions, to think for themselves, right? And I like the check-in. Big debate, big focus في العالم الحين على شيء يسمونه social emotional learning. Right? The social emotional learning,
Yes.
social emotional safety online.
Yes.
True?
Even during the check-in time, I don't record it because that is the psychological safety. I only record when there is a lecture part, right? So that is saying there are 3 kinds of training. Like sometimes you need to lecture because you wanted to bring in the content, right? But sometimes you have to encourage peer learning through the conversation, and a lot of things the coaching aspect, that means enabling the student, right?
True. Especially when it comes to training adults.
Yes.
So they already come in the room with some knowledge. So what I'm trying to say is build on that. In coaching, I think, and maybe that's my personal, maybe I'm just biased. I think to coach someone or to treat them in a coach-like conversation is giving them the highest level of respect for their own brains, for their own thinking. Yeah. فإذا الكوتش يعطي أو المدرب استخدم أسلوب الكوتشنج، أنا أحس أنه هو من أعلى مراتب الاحترام لعقل الشخص الآخر، أن أنت تقدر تفكر وأنت قادر.
That is so beautiful because the basic premise of coaching is partnering, right? So treating everybody as equal. There is no gap between the teacher and student because we are all co-creating.
Yeah, true. And that's what we see it in Scrum classes, right? The instructor will tell you the entry level and then go ahead, guys, experiment with that tool and come back. You guys go ahead and write the roles, and then I will fix if you didn't get it, but do what you know first.
Yes, explore and experiment first.
Yep, I like that. Thank you, Tanmoy. Thank you so much. So what do I have here? I'm doing a social check as well, social emotional check. So let's see, how was this session for you so far? Oh gosh, I have hearts. Oh,
this is a nice tool. Even I learned about this. I didn't know about this tool.
Here you go. That's a check. It's called Peer Deck. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Inshallah, hearts من هني لبيتكم. I want to send your hearts from here till India, and to States, to UK, to everywhere in the world. From Egypt, I saw people coming up from Egypt, from Oman, from Bahrain, from Arad, because they are separate. تعرفون لازم نجيبهم بروحهم. Thank you very much, guys. If you ever wanted to connect with me, that's my contact. But again, it's the experience, as I said, what matters. Oh, whoa, you're 50 of you here. Okay. So let's open the floor for some questions. and we'll do a reflection, and then we are good to close.
Samira, I wanted to ask, like, now these tools that you showed today, these are all for training, or these can be used for coaching also?
So I used playground equipment metaphorically to bring the idea of, we as coaches have a lot of equipments and tools in our hand, and how we bring it to the training playground, because there is yet not a lot, that there is awareness, but there is yet the idea of training is training. We cannot do so much playfulness in it, right? And being a coach or being a trainer who uses coaching skills worked for me. And these were a couple of ideas how I bring it in the training room.
And is this evolved because we are doing everything online, or this is something that you're using when you were doing them physically also?
Oh, do you mean the tool itself where you were interacting?
Yes.
Yeah, peer deck, actually, I came to know during pandemic. Not very, thank you very much, you, Mr. COVID. But this is one of the tens of tools that I came across. And it's a very user-friendly one, yeah, for me at least. Yeah.
I have a question, Coach Samira. Thank you very much. A
Pleasure.
very exciting journey you took us. It's an experience from point A to Z. My question, how can training play on the coaching playground? The other way around.
That's a good question. Because in premises, coaches, when we do pure coaching, we don't teach or train the coachee. However, there are elements of training that are applicable in coaching. For example, feedback. For example, assessments, bringing tools, right? Especially when it comes to team coaching, there is preparation for the session. There is, like what we do for training, we prepare the slides, we prepare everything, different type, but there is preparation. Maybe training ourselves, because coaching is also self-development, right?
Okay.
So doing the continuous development, looking for credentials, looking for what is missing in us as coaches as well. So this is what comes for me when I think about it right now. But that's a very good question, Bob.
Can you say it, Coach Samira, in Arabic? Or you say Arabic speaking?
حلو كان سؤال كوتش فؤاد ان احنا السيشن كان شلون نجيب الكوتشنج في غرف التدريب. فعكس السؤال قال شلون نجيب التدريب في غرف الكوتشنج، فخلاني افكر على المبدأ ان احنا ككوتشز ما ندرب الكوتشي، لكن بعض ملامح او بعض الممارسات في التدريب ممكن تطبيقها في الكوتشنج. على سبيل المثال الفيدباك، الكوتشية قال ان انا خلال 10 اسابيع بسوي بيكون عندي بزنس بلان بخلصه وكل شيء وبسوي فلان شيء. انت في ثالث اسبوع شفت مثلا عندك سيستم that you're seeing البروجرس ماله ما وصل. كتيم ليدر ككوتش كتيم ليدر who's practicing coaching skills اقدر اعطيه فيدباك فلان يعني you are 30% on your way there. What else you want from our side? What support do you need? Because we do that in training, right? نعطي formative assessment ونشوف you are standing here, where are you going next? So بعد ممكن أفكر في coaching فرق العمل، لأن في التدريب إحنا نجهز. عادة في الكوتشنج إذا 1 to 1 still التجهيز مو عامل واضح، لكن في coaching فرق العمل التجهيز ممكن يكون عامل واضح. ممكن يكون peer discussion بين كوتش وكوتش حق الفريق، ممكن يكون تجهيز certain things حق السيشن، ممكن يكون doing a quick check on their Trello board, on their whatever, you know, where are they standing in terms of their goals. This is what's coming up for me.
Excellent.
Yeah? Thank you. A good question. Yeah.
Hi, Miss Samira. Good evening.
Hi, Nidhi.
Hi, first of all, I would like to congratulate you and ICF for this wonderful event. I have been having a great experience, and obviously, as your coachee in the Ignite program, I think it was a wonderful experience. And I have a question. You know that sessions with you are always exciting for me. And so today's session was indeed very, very exciting. You talked about inclusive teaching, learning. There is no gap. Very, very insightful. I'm not a coach. I am a teacher. So can you suggest me any which way by which I can use this playground metaphor equipment for the teaching background?
Yeah.
The teaching playground, yeah. Any idea that you can suggest me? It's very exciting.
It is. Maybe we can take a step back, saying, hey, how we can turn our sessions into playground as a concept. Maybe even taking one step back even and say, how can I theme my training sessions? Today, I know you teach in fashion, Nidhi. So today, our theme will be fashion and jungle. And your entire session is around that concept. So theming training is one of the ways. Asking the trainees or the students, the university students, you guys tell me what would be the best way to start our icebreakers every session. So we do one thing, Nidhi, in our sessions. We have something in Golden Trust, we call it Golden Trust Knowledge Share Protocol. It's a 5-minute thing, regardless of the topic of the session. One student must stand up and give us a useful information for us to live in our lives. Okay. Regardless. So we are building their communication skills, their research skills, their presentation skills, their self-confidence, regardless of the topic of the session itself. Right?
Yeah. Thank you so much for your views and your suggestions. And as I have always said, your sessions always instigate to reflect.
I'll try.
Yeah, so of course, I'll be reflecting, and thank you so much again. And thank you, ICF. Thank you. Have a great evening ahead.
Pleasure, Dr. Nidhi. Thank you. Okay. Wow.
Thank you, everyone who enjoyed or joined this session with us. I put the link for the form, the evaluation form, so you can get your CCUs. يا ريت تملؤون الفورم اللي أرسلناها على الشات بوكس عشان النقاط.
And thank you very much for those who asked me on the direct. What was the application I used? It's called Peer Deck, and this is one of the tools that you can use in your training. Once the students are done with your interaction online, it can be even a short 10-minute session when you're doing their exit ticket, and then you can save that and have it as your, something that you will reflect on later, or as an evidence of formative assessment, or even to give progressive or developmental feedback to the students later. وحلو إن it will come separate by each student. حق quality requirements بيكون ممتاز. شكرا آمنة. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your playground activities and be in touch.
Thank you, Samira. I mean, I think it's been a very interactive session, and we look forward to seeing you every time with our events.
Thank you, Ashu.
And thank you everyone who attended, and please do come for our last session of the ICW for the Bahrain chapter, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yay.
Take care. Good night.
Bye. Bye, Emma. Bye, Najma. Bye, Iman.
You
Bye,
would like to
Dr.
take
Awatef.
the last group picture?
Whoa, they
Open
went.
your camera.